An abandoned cart workflow is crucial for pretty much any e-commerce store because it encourages your visitors to come back and finish their purchases. Some might be unsure about whether they want to buy from you, and some might have simply forgotten about the order they were about to place. That's why it works so well to send them a reminder once they add something to cart but don't make a purchase. In this video, we'll go over how to set up an abandoned cart workflow, why it is better than your e-commerce platform's default emails, the best practices of what you should include in the messages, and how to make sure that your customers do not abuse the workflow to receive discounts every time they purchase. Let's jump right in. The first step is to create an abandoned cart workflow by selecting one of the pre-built suggestions from the library. There are some simpler workflows to choose from and some more advanced options if you really want to take your cart recovery to the next level. But for now, let's go with 3 emails because that's the most popular option. Now, as you can tell from the trigger, customers are going to start receiving emails when they add something to cart and leave your store without making a purchase. Not to be confused with the browse abandonment workflow, which is going to trigger as soon as somebody views a selected page on your store and leaves, or with the product abandonment workflow, which reaches out to shoppers who leave after viewing a certain product. And thanks to the exit condition, in case a visitor does come back and finish their order, they are going to stop receiving the rest of the emails from this workflow. The delay times have been pre-selected for you based on real data and best practices, so all you have to do for now is edit the content and design of the emails. In the first email, all you really want to do is simply remind the visitor about their abandoned cart. That's why we have pre-populated it with this abandoned products block. It is going to automatically add the products that were left in the cart to the content of the email, including the title, description, image, price, and product page link of each of the products. On top of that, you can also add a complete your order link, which is going to take each customer to the checkout page for their specific abandoned order. In the second email, you might want to be a bit more insistent, and a great way to do that is to include a discount. You don't have to go too crazy here. Discounts of just 5 to 10% bring in the highest revenue per recipient. If you find that most of your abandoned checkouts happen as soon as customers see the shipping prices, a great idea is to send them a free shipping code. And finally, if your profit margins allow that, you might want to include a dollar-based discount. For this one, however, the larger the discount, the better. When it comes to your third, final reminder, it is time to create some scarcity. So let your customers know that if they don't take action now, their abandoned cart will expire and they will not be able to take advantage of the discount. Customizable options like these are the reason why this workflow is going to be superior to your e-commerce platform's default emails. And on top of all of that, you can also do things like A/B test different delay times, split people based on their abandoned cart's monetary value, send SMS reminders to those who don't open your emails, and easily align the appearance of all of your messages using saved designs and templates, all of which is going to make your workflow convert so much better. Now, speaking of your e-commerce platform, don't forget to disable the abandoned cart emails that it sends out to make sure that your customers do not receive duplicate messages. For example, if your store is on Shopify, go to Settings, Checkout, scroll down to the bottom of the page, and disable the option to automatically send abandoned checkout emails. And if your store is on a different e-commerce platform, you will be able to find a similar option. Finally, going back to Omnisend, the last step is to make sure that your customers don't abuse the discount that you provide in this workflow by intentionally abandoning their cart every time they purchase. To do that, click on the trigger block and set the frequency limit to anywhere from a couple of weeks to a month. This will prevent customers from abandoning their carts on purpose.